Well, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of videos from people about the fleet carrier interiors, but for what it's worth, here's mine. I just jumped into a carrier administration system and installed it all. So there's my ship in the hangar. The hangar, of course, doesn't look much different, except there's my hangar name by it. And if we run over to the entrance to the main fleet carrier interior itself, we've got two lifts, a choice of two lifts. Get into one and go to the concourse. I bought all the services. Let's go take a quick look at them. There's your lift again. All looking very as you'd expect, really. All working quite smoothly. There's a terminal there I can use. There's a bar to the left. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Here on the right, Pioneer Supplies. Your own Pioneer Supplies.
You looking for a new weapon or to upgrade an old one? Something catches your eye, let me know.
Looks like you can do all the usual stuff here.
All our skins are guaranteed
Basic versions of all the suits and all the guns. And if we look at consumables, everything except an e-breach. I'm wondering if you go into an anarchy system, if e-breaches would suddenly become available. Don't know. Perhaps something for somebody to test. Perhaps something I'll go and test later. Got the corridor leading down to the rest of the fleet carrier there. In the terminal, it's the same as you get from most terminals. You got your carrier management screen, which is exactly like the one when you're had a look at this already, and there you go, everything that you would normally get. Here are the new services. Pioneer Supplies, Vista Genomics, and the Concourse Bar, and you can swap out those. If you go into the bartender screen, you can manage what items that you want to trade in here, all the different things that you can trade, and make them available to your barman, your bartender, so that anybody else can trade them. Into the bar itself.
If you ask me, the people running this place have no idea what they're doing.
Did you hear that? Somebody just said, if you ask me, the people running this place have no idea what they're doing. Well, I am running this place, and I can confirm I have no idea what I'm doing. So, there you are. Cheeky cow. Right.
Looking for something, Commander?
There we go. There's the bartender, and here's the windows. Oh, I got my own sleeper too. There's somebody already fallen asleep in the bar, and I've only just installed it. Oi, wake up, you. Right. I don't know. And you can now interact with any of the seats. You can sit down in any of the seats, which you couldn't do in stations and everything before. So there's me, and can take a view out the window. Not a lot to see here at the moment, but you could presumably... Oh, there we go. Well, there's a Witchhead Nebula. You can... Sorry, St. Barnard's Loop, not the Witchhead. There's St. Barnard's Loop out there. So you could park your carrier somewhere nice and interesting and get some decent screenshots there. So let's get up.
Something I can get you, Commander?
By the way, he's still treated as a commander, not hello boss, have a drink. Paying for a drink in my own bar. Right, Vista Genomics, here we are, for those wanting to hand in their Odyssey bios. Hello.
You wish to
I bet I don't have any.
Always seek
No,
to learn
I don't
more
have
about
any.
life in the black. Feel free to return once you've gathered some biodata.
And a shipyard. no actual staff here, but you can interact with any of these screens and do exactly what you could do. I don't have any ships for sale on my carrier, but I can manage them from here. And yeah, there they all are, with, you know, the usual when they come up. Take a few seconds, and then all the usual things, you know, that you can see. So there's your shipyard. And then we'll go through this door here. There's the command deck. Before I go on to the command deck though, if you want to sit on the command deck as a passenger, you can. And you'll get this view of all the landing pads, like that. And you can go and sit down in any of these chairs exactly as you can with any other chair here. Interact with the seat. Sit down. Get up again. And onto the command deck, where I have a guard with a gun. Can't talk to her. There you go. You're doing a stand-up job of standing up. Looking fierce and controlling your bladder. And here we are on command deck. And those are the seats that we just saw. And I've got my crew there. Doing their thing. Some very sci-fi looking displays. It all looks apart, doesn't it? It all looks apart. And here we are. Go and sit in the seat of power. Engage. Again, you got these displays up here and your view out there and your view all around. It all looks very what you'd expect it to look like, but yeah, nice job on it really. That's exactly what I would expect a command deck to pretty much look like, so they've done quite a nice job. It all runs fairly smoothly. I've not found any little glitches so far. I imagine this is my ready room, which again offering a view of the flight deck and my own personal chill out space. And there you are. Lots of little things I haven't found out yet about it, and I'm sure that as more time goes by, myself and other people will be thinking, right, okay, can we do this, can we do that? And they'll be thinking of various bits and bobs. So we'll leave the command deck briefly, make our way back to the concourse. And here you've got the escape pods, which will presumably take you to wherever you need to go if for any reason you get trapped in response to people getting hijacked and being taken to the middle of nowhere on other people's fleet carriers. That's very cool. I'm not sure whose ship that is. It's not one of mine. Maybe that's just some random ship that they put there just for effect, just so it looks the part. Yeah, it's just the genomics. They've already been in there. Back into the bar again. And then the next thing we'll do is do a hyperspace jump and have a look out the window while we're doing that. So I think one place where they've missed a trick is that I should be able to just go to my little data pad here and schedule a hyperspace jump from it. But instead, I have to get up and go and find a terminal and schedule a jump from there, which that's a bit of an oversight. They could have and should have had you be able to schedule a jump from your own commander chair. I should just be able to go to my data pad and go engage, but I can't, so I have to find a terminal on my own ship and do it that way. So you're going to schedule a jump now. Don't think it really matters where we jump to. Well, I'll jump back to Gabia. Why not? Where there we go. The last place I did rescues. And the jumps have been extended to half an hour at the moment to cope with the queue of people jumping into carrier administration systems to add these things. So don't worry if it takes you half an hour to make a jump instead of 15 minutes. It's just to handle the load on the server. And in fact it's now saying 56 minutes, so that gives you an idea of the queues that are involved here. So I'll stop the recording now and wait around, do something else for a bit. And then we'll see what it looks like when we jump through hyperspace. I think I'll do it from the commander's chair first time round. I may do jumps from other parts of the ship as time goes by. I'll think of other places around the ship to jump from, somewhere with a nice view. I'm sure plenty of players will also be doing that. Yeah, it doesn't look like you get to change the view or get to look in camera, so it is what it is, and here we go. Phase is ticking along at the top. Lightning, storm clouds. Same as you get when the carrier normally jumps, or if you've ever seen the capital ships in conflict zones. The same animation as when they jump, because the fleet carrier is just a modified capital ship. And I may now leave my seat. So kind. And there you go. That's it. One fleet carrier jump from the command deck.